So speaking of your books, zombies. What was the inspiration behind that? What made you interested in survival stories like that?
Well, in the words of the 2,000-year-old man, mostly fear.
No, do it.
I mean, really just basic. Just the fact that I was a kid. I was like 12 or 13. I saw my first zombie movie, scared the crap out of me. And then I would spend years thinking, oh my God, what would I do? What would I do? And then I saw a movie that gave me hope, and it was Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Because in Night of the Living Dead, there are rules.
Right.
Right? You understand what you're dealing with.
Right.
The fog of war is gone, and I'm like, okay, now that I understand the parameters, now I can start working on solutions on how to beat them.
Plus, they were slow.
Well, but
In that way.
in a way, slow is actually worse. It is much worse because psychologically it doesn't trip our wires, right?
Oh, yeah,
Because
you're right.
I mean, look at the pandemic we went through.
Yes.
All right? Now, I had a friend who was in a New York National Guard unit, and his job, the job of this unit, right, these kids, they're 18, they're 19, their job was to pick up the bodies because the morgues, the staffs were overwhelmed. So their job was to get up every day, drive around the 5 boroughs, go up to these walk-ups, smell what could have been their abuelitas cooking, and pull dead bodies out of the beds. And he said to me, he said one of the reasons that the deniers and the foot draggers are able to fight this is because the bodies are not being stacked up in the streets. He said if that was the case, he said if we had massive just burn pits, if we had mass graves, remember that mass grave they had that they tried to cover up?
Yeah.
If that thing was on CNN every night, people would say, holy shit, we have to do something. And to me, that is the fast zombie. Right? The fast zombies are coming. Holy shit, we got to do something.
Yeah.
As opposed to saying, come on, what? It's fine. Underestimation is the greatest threat in any crisis.
It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, they're not coming after me. I'll just go here and rest.
Right.
And the next thing you know, you're gone.
It's slow.
Yeah.
It's the underestimation. We'll give Hitler a little bit of Czechoslovakia. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
right?
that worked out.
It's not like Hitler was like, listen, if you just give me this, I promise I will only try to take over the frickin' world. He didn't say that. He's like, I just want that. And it's the underestimation.
Yeah.
Slow zombies.
So, and then now you've melded it with Minecraft,
Yep.
which I think is brilliant. Like, because it is a survival game, right?
Well,
and people
you
don't
break
think of
out
it that way.
zombies, so.
Right. Well, I'm glad you said. I get asked a lot about my work, and they say, "Well, your work seems rather eclectic." And on the surface, yeah, it does. I mean, a guy who writes about, zombies, okay, Bigfoot, yeah, I mean that's still horror, yeah, but like the Harlem Hellfighters, a true story, World War I, black soldiers, and then Minecraft. What the actual F? But then if you go just one level deeper, it's all the same theme. Because it's all about adaptation to crisis. It's all, every book I write is just like things are going a certain way and everybody knows what to do and they're doing their thing. And then suddenly that thing just ends and it's like, oh, I have to become a different person.
Right.
Or I'm going to die.
So I've been playing Minecraft for a long time. So how did you, like, what made you decide to use Minecraft, besides the fact that it has zombies in it, but, like, did you play the game?
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. My son started playing it, and I was playing it with him.
Yeah.
And I realized, like, this is more than just a game. This could be the greatest education tool ever, because if the lessons are there, they just need to be highlighted. You just need someone to say, oh, no, you just learned about taking life in steps.
Right.
Punch a tree, block of wood, crafting table, tools, to get better materials, to make better tools.
It's funny that you say that, because there are a lot of people in the younger generation, if you ask them, where does food come from? They say the supermarket.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And the pandemic illustrated that there is something called a chain.
Yes.
Where things happen.
Yeah.
And that chain, if it gets cut in any way, we're all in a lot of trouble. And people don't really understand that anymore, and they're also going to have to understand it. So that's just one of the many, many lessons Minecraft has to teach.
And that's pretty much like some of the background premise of every horror movie is like the chain of things breaking down as everything goes to hell.
Which is, by the way, one of the reasons I was so scared of zombies, because every other monster, you just have to get away from it and you're fine.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about zombies is they're going to kill more people who may never see them, because zombies practice what the military calls second and third order effects, right? Like if you look at war, how many soldiers actually die of enemy fire versus who die from disease or infection or accidents?
Right.
And that's exactly, and then civilians, good Lord. And that's a zombie plague, because I've always envisioned for every one person who's actually bit by a zombie, how many people are going to die from dehydration, malnutrition, infection, disease? I mean, you take away this first world healthcare net.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.